Welcome, DC family. This is the District Sports Report. It's me, Gregory Henderson, and my right-hand man,
Uptown Waller. Hey, DC.
What's going on, y'all? Back again, ready to recoup the last two games right before the All-Star break. So this is the District Sports Report, kind of All-Star edition today, as we head into the mid-season break. So the Wizards played the Detroit Pistons. Now this is a big game for the Wizards with kind of playoff implications. The Pistons are fighting for the 8th spot with the Miami Heat, and we're trying to climb up to the 8th spot. So this is a chance for us to get a game on the Pistons and move one game closer to our goal and see what we could do. Now, we're sitting 11th in the East right now, so we're really looking up at Detroit. If we win this game, we actually win the season series, so it'll be a big chance to win. So if just in case we're able to win a few games and Detroit loses a few games and we have a tie record at the end of the season, we will win the tiebreaker and automatically get the bid. Yeah. Now, we really hung tough this game in the first half, right? I think we were up or just down by 2 at the break. But third quarter, they really opened up on us, man. Andre Drummond just dominated, man. Him and Blake Griffin just dominated on the inside. Both of them had 30-point games, both career high at home for Andre Drummond. I think he's had 32 points, 17 rebounds. And Blake dropped him up, almost messed around and got a triple-double with 31, 9, and 9.
It was a good day, huh? He still won't be traded, though.
Man, he ain't going nowhere. He better not go nowhere.
Yeah.
This is the first time that Blake and Andre had 30 points in the same game. So this was a milestone game for them, which just goes to show you that our defense was atrocious, as usual. And we got nothing from our newcomer, Jabari Parker. So he was coming off a game where he scored 20 points. We were really singing his praises, really psyched that we got him in the trade for Otto. Thought we got a big steal. But now we kind of see why Chicago was willing to give him up and why Milwaukee gave him up a few years ago.
Too streaky.
Yep. Inconsistent. Now, of course, we know about the ACL. That definitely played a part in him kind of moving from team to team his first couple years. But, man, he scored 0 points against the Pistons. I mean, a straight donut. He was 0 for 3 from the field, 0 for 2 from three-point range.
Donut.
0 for 2 from the free throw line. I mean, he just couldn't hit nothing. I mean, 0 points from a guy who averaged 20 points a game. That hurts, man. We just couldn't come back from that, especially with the two big performances by Drummond and Griffin.
And the thing that hurts me so much is the fact that these guys getting these career-high games against us.
Yep.
Like, I mean, it's ridiculous, man. It's a lot of people breaking records when they play us.
Chicken soup, baby.
Yeah.
Chicken soup.
Yeah.
You play us, you be prepared to have your best game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, for the Wizards, Beal had 32, 6 rebounds, another 10 assist game. We've been talking about his playmaking, right? Bobby Portis, I like to call him OG Bobby Portis, just scored his, he had 24 points as he celebrated his 25th birthday. So it was a good showing for my other newcomer. Just need Jabari Parker to pull his weight, man.
Oh, yeah.
And Uncle Jeff Green did not have a good game. He had like 4 points and like maybe 1 or 2 rebounds. That is not Uncle Jeff. I think he's dealing with some kind of injury that he's probably playing hurt with. That's just not Uncle Jeff. Even if he shoots bad, he does a lot of good job on the board. So I'm hoping he can get healthy. Shout out to Chaser Randall. Got his first start tonight. Didn't have a big game, but it's always nice to get in the starting lineup. Sadorowski is expecting a baby, so he was home with his wife as they're expecting their first child, young Sado.
Shout out to you, Sadorowski, you little rasky.
For the record, we are now 24 and 33 after this loss. So with after exactly 25 games left in the season, we would have to go 16 and 9 just to win 40 games. We haven't had a stretch where we went 16 and 9 all year. So with all the injuries, with all the trades, it's a serious doubt that we're going to be able to make a run like that. What do you think, man?
Not at all, man. Unfortunately, man, I mean, you're a good numbers guy, so you always seem to do your math. It's just not enough games left to have a chance, and 16 and 9 is possible looking at the schedule after All-Star break.
Yep.
It's impossible.
So first game before All-Star break, after the Detroit game, is the insurmountable Toronto Raptors. Right, so we know we're going to have some trouble with this team. We couldn't hardly beat them without Kahwi. Now they got Kahwi, and now they got 2 more additions. They just added Marc Gasol from the Memphis Grizzlies, and also Lynn Sanity, Jeremy Lin joining the team Where'd he come from? The Charlotte Hornets, Brooklyn Nets, somewhere. Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks. All right. Now, our final game before All-Star, it would be nice to go into All-Star weekend with a win over Toronto in T-Dot in the 6th, but this is going to be a tough one. Kahwi Leonard, before the game, reported not playing, so that gives us a little bit of a chance, right? But once again, we fought hard in the first half. I think we were up by 6 at the end of the first half. Trevor Ariza made a 3 at the buzzer. It was looking pretty good for a minute, but same story as the Detroit game. Third quarter debacle. Yes. We got blasted in the third quarter, outscored by 16 points. Was it 44 to 28? About 44 points in the quarter. That really did us in. Once again, we went into the fourth quarter down by 10, down by double digits. Same thing as Detroit, and we just weren't able to make it up. We did make a hell of a run in the fourth quarter. We down the lead to 2 with about 5 minutes left. But then that dude, Siakum, took over.
Who?
Siakum.
Siakam.
Now, we know he's a good player, but he's not a household name. Most people, if you say Siakam, they can just, right?
Who, exactly.
But this dude was balling. He looked like a damn all-star, man. He scored 44 points, and I think only 38 minutes. We had no answer for, they call him Spicy P. He killed us. Clutch basket after clutch basket on the way to his career high.
And once again, one of these guys that are okay players doing above average things.
Correct.
Lack of defense. Lack of defense.
Big time lack of defense.
Man.
So we fall to the Raptors, 129 to 120 in T-Dot. We are now 10 games below 500. So we're going into All-Star Weekend with a record of 24 and 34. That's bad. Stick a fork in us, man.
Yeah.
We are done. The season is over.
Tank it, baby. Tank it. Let's get some draft picks.
Man, look.
Tank it, Ernie. You need all the help you can get, man.
There is no hope for the playoffs, Waller. Like, I don't know why Ted's trying to sell us these wolf tickets, man. We're not making the playoffs. We have no possible chance. It's like my man from the Colts. Playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs?
Yeah.
Talking about playoffs.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's not happening. So why, Ted? Why, Ernie? Why are you hell-bent on making the playoffs anyway?
Yeah.
Right? We have no chance at all, 0%. But even if we did, even if there was a shot for us to get the 8th spot, the question is why? We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? What's the good in losing in the first round, possibly the second, probably the first? Like, what's the purpose of that?
But you have to remember one thing. DC Sports, we all know that we set our goals low. Redskins' only goal is to get to the playoffs, just to make it. Wizards' goal is just to get to the postseason, regardless of what happens. That's just their goal. Like, the Redskins' Super Bowl is the NFC East Championship, if you ask me. Like, our goals in DC Sports is real low. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's not all DC. We all riding the Capitals championship,
Yeah.
right? The Nationals always shooting for the top,
Yeah.
you know.
But Bryce been acting funny, man.
Bryce, we don't need Bryce. Bryce ain't won us no chip yet. I'm going to miss him, though.
Yeah.
I don't want him to go. But
nah, before the money he wants, he ain't worth it, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
David Aldridge, my man, DeMatha graduate, American University, DC homegrown, one of my idols growing up. He was the Wizards beat writer before he joined ESPN, NBA TV, NBA TNT, who I think he's currently employed by. He tweeted after the Detroit game. And his tweet, his statistic that he did, man, it just showed how pathetic our beloved franchise has come to be. I mean, if you got kids in the room right now, you might want to cover their ears or ask them to leave because these statistics might give them nightmares, man. It's making me wake up at night, bro. I mean, seriously, man. Since 1978, right, the year I was born, 40 years. Damn, 40 years old.
40. Yeah. Looks good, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. 40 years. The Wizards / Bullets have never, I repeat, never won 50 games.
Damn.
I mean, I didn't even realize it's been that long, bro. 50 years, 50 wins is like the basic benchmark of a playoff team. Like, if you're a playoff contender,
that's
like
your goal.
50 wins shows that you are competing for the championship.
And you have a top seed.
You're a top seed. All right. So, David Aldridge tweeted that every other team in the NBA over this 40-year span has at least won multiple 50-win seasons. Not just one, multiple 50-win. It's teams that have won like over 20 50-win seasons in 40 years, all right? Yeah. The Wizards have 0, zip, nada. Now, one good year. Not Weber, not Gilbert, not Bernard King, not Rod Strickland. Nobody brought us a 50-win season in the 40 years that I've been watching this team, bro.
We know Gilbert bought the gun. Give me what?
He don't even know what 50 wins looks like, man.
Yeah.
And you know, it takes hard work to be that bad, bro. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it
almost
does.
impossible not to have like one good season. I think the most we've ever had is 48 wins. And you wonder why we don't attract any free agents.
Yeah.
Why Durant wouldn't even consider coming to his home team. Why Oladipo, when he was a consideration for us for the draft, didn't even give us a visit. This boy went to DeMatha, hometown, didn't even come into our arena for a workout.
But we know why.
Why? Because nobody who wants to win in their right mind would want to come to the Wizards. Statistically, historically, we're losers. We're losers.
Numbers don't lie.
All right? These guys grew up here. They know this organization better than anybody. They know we're losers.
And guess what? Most of the time, they not even home team fans.
Nope.
I can
Because
tell you that.
who wants to be a home team and cheer for a team that's a laughingstock?
Yeah,
And that's exactly what we are.
I agree.
We will never, ever attract free agents that want to win. All right? John Wall, God bless you, bro. You're dealing right now with the worst basketball injury of all. The Achilles is the worst possible injury you can have. You got a new baby. Your mom's just been diagnosed with cancer. God bless her. And you're going back to school to finish your degree. Doing a lot. I'm sorry, y'all. And Wall, I apologize, bro, because you have been a victim of this team and a victim of this organization. I watched you pour your heart out on that floor on many of occasions with no talent around you. All right? We broke him, dog. We broke him. Like, have you ever heard Wall say that we are going for the championship this year? Have you ever heard that?
Have you ever heard any of our players say that?
I've heard Wall say we have the best guards in the East. We have the best guard tandem.
Yeah.
I've heard Wall say we're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, so that's our goal for this year. What kind of goal is that?
Yeah.
The problem is Wall has been in this organization that has been losing so much that he has developed the losing mentality.
He's lowered his goals and his standards.
Well, he's being a realist.
Yeah.
Because he sees the talent on his team and he sees the talent around the rest of the league and he knows that we're not good enough. So he's setting his goal at a bar that he thinks is reachable. Obviously, looking around him at the opponents on his, at the teammates on his team and the opponents on the other team, he doesn't see us as a viable option to compete for a championship. So he sets his goal low and sets individual goals for him and Beal.
Yeah.
It's not a championship contending team. If that's not your goal when you start out this 82 season,
What are you doing it for?
what are you doing? And why are we watching? It's sad to say, man, like, it's an illusion that Ted and Ernie are trying to create. You know, when they get these free agents who are, middle road guys, they're trying to give you the impression that they want to win and that they're trying to build a team and that they're hungry for a championship. But in reality, they just want to give you a little bit of a nugget so that you keep going to the games,
Spending your
that
money.
you keep spending your money, that you keep buying jerseys, and you keep that little glimmer of hope that we can win and win consistently.
I'm tired of that glimmer of hope.
Ted knows we're not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's not stupid. You see him in the front row watching the games. He got the same 2 eyes as I got. He knows we're not good enough, all right? But it's about the profit. It's about you keep putting your butts in those seats and buying them hamburgers and them chicken tenders and overpriced fries,
Cold,
right?
overpriced.
It's about profits,
Smart.
not wins,
Yeah.
okay? Now, I'm pissed off because we should have traded Ariza and Jeff Green. Now, don't get me wrong, I like both of these players, especially my man Uncle Jeff, right? I love Ariza too, but I'm still mad over the Oubre thing. These two guys are over 32. They were both coveted by a lot of players that are going into the playoffs. A lot of teams, that are going into the playoffs because they're good veterans. They both are valuable veterans. They both can hit threes. They both can play defense. They both can put the ball in the hole.
And they both have experience.
They both have a lot of experience, playoff experience at that, right? So they're aging players with value. Why would you keep aging players with value on a losing squad on expiring contracts? You could have got rid of them, got either a draft pick, got young talent to develop as we go to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we keep them, play this game like we're trying to make the playoffs, and now at the end of the season, both of these guys can decide to leave, and it means we get nothing back for them. Nothing. No draft picks, no players, no money, nada.
And now you're talking about two guys, like you said, that's older. That, I mean, why would you want to stay here? They're at a point in their career where they want to go somewhere to win.
Right.
I don't see that here.
No, and they don't see that here, right? Oh man, they were highly coveted by teams. You heard Houston, one of the reasons. You want Lakers, one of the reasons, and I'm sure that folks were calling about Jeff Green. He's having a heck of a year, all right? Because the teams on their road to win a championship, and they can pick up these guys to see if they can make that run. But we keep them. We might lose them for nothing. It's just terrible, terrible management. So I'm really upset. That David Aldridge really, man, put a ball in my body, man. It's like, gosh, 40 years, no chance for a championship. It's really sad. But we got a lot of things going on in the city. Let's get to the top floor breakdown, Waller. What we got going on, bro?
All right, DC top floor breakdown. Maryland finally got a big win against Purdue, 70-56.
Woo,
hopefully this will help get them in the tournament in an easier way.
I think we're set for the tournament, man.
Yeah,
that was a
big
big signature win.
Yeah.
I think we're
And
locked for the
ranked
tournament
team,
now.
top
Unless
20.
we, fall off a cliff, I think Maryland's good for the tournament.
Yeah, the Caps went 4-1-1 on their home stretch. They lost 3-0 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Rough win. You got to get that puck in there, man.
That's all right.
Got to do something. Joe Flacco was traded. Denver Broncos. Elway took a step and got him a quarterback. The rumor was that the Redskins were interested in him as well. Of course, we drag our feet with everything we do in DC sports, so it didn't happen.
What's going on with the Go-Go?
The Go-Go, oh man, the Go-Go made a huge comeback win against Delaware, 117-115,
Nice.
without McCray.
Wow.
Okay.
Who's the scoring? Who's
Man, Porter, he had a career high in 27 points, man.
Oh yeah, that's the new center.
Yeah,
Daryl Portier or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 27 points. That's a good game, bro.
And last but not least, man, Nationals news, man. A few Capital players. One, Tom Wilson noticed that Bryce Harper has unfollowed him on Instagram, which usually is a sign that he's probably going to a different team.
You know he's a Vegas fan.
Yeah, so it's cool. Hey, it's whatever's clever. You can unfollow who you want. It's still DC Sports for life, fool.
Right.
And you're not getting your contract now, sucker.
Baseball is back. So today, spring training opened up. So the players are back. Eaton and Strasburg, everybody's back in the mix. Going for the chip, baby. You know how the Nationals do. It'd be nice to have Harper back, but it looks like his locker has been occupied by somebody else now. Nationals are preparing for him to roll out. But like Waller said, ain't no team bringing in that money truck for that $300 million for 10 years, man. I don't think you're going to get that from anybody else. I think at the end of the day, you're going to regret not signing that with us, Bryce. I think you're going to regret it.
And look, last but not least, Georgetown lost to Seton Hall. I don't even care about the score. They losing too much, man.
Wait, I told you that NIT is questionable, man.
Yeah.
We better win some games, or we're not going to get that invite, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, we're a historic program, right? But you got to win some games to get in that NIT.
Not in tournament, not invited to nothing.
I know.
You be on at Friday somewhere eating Jack Daniels sauce.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
All right, All-Star Weekend coming up. Hope you enjoy the festivities. Who you got, Team LeBron or Team Giannis?
Man, I don't care. It's only about Bradley. I don't care. You keep
Bradley?
asking me.
Bradley's on LeBron's team.
Yeah.
All right.
Last pick too. Oh, he's so salty.
Well,
the
see,
last pick. Ooh.
He shouldn't have came out and said, I don't care about being picked last.
Yeah,
You got picked last.
Yeah, you
All right. See y'all later. District Sports Report. We signing off, y'all. Much love. Hey, take your woman out. Women, treat your man good. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah, get
Peace
some
out.
flowers.